Hey guys, so we got another video here of law enforcement standing up for us and our rights and our due diligence to freedom, the pursuit of happiness, and to do what we need to do to protect and feed our own. Now, we have this law enforcement officer out in, I believe, Arizona. He's not going to be locking people up for opening up their businesses, for trying to put food on the table for their kids. He understands what the government is doing is not fair. He sees that people are traveling and people are out, but the people that live in their state have to be locked up, can't go out. That's not fair. But let's listen in to see what he has got to say.
People risk jail for trying to earn a living, but in other places, law enforcement officers are refusing to play along with what is so obviously a power grab with no basis in science. Mojave County, Arizona is bigger than the state of Maryland by territory. So far, it's had fewer than 150 coronavirus cases. Now, the sheriff says he will not enforce Governor Doug Ducey's draconian stay-at-home order. Sheriff Doug Schuster joins us tonight. Sheriff, thanks so much for coming on. So you will not enforce this. Why?
Well, first of all, Tucker, thank you for having me. I want to be very clear. This is not the country that I grew up in. I never thought I'd see a day where hardworking Americans are criminalized for trying to make a living supporting their family. We look at this through the Constitution, which is very clear. It's obvious to me that we have a lot of overreach, which is very damaging. And according to the Constitution, last time I checked, the law of the land, in order for a law to be constitutional, it must fairly apply to all of our citizens equally. And that's not the case out here. And so
See, we need people like this with that kind of mindset and power. Well, I don't want to say in power, but still, with this kind of mindset leading the way of how to do things correctly.
Having said that, I made the statement that I am not going to make criminals out of people who are trying to make a living, and I stand behind that statement.
So does Doug Ducey?
He's not going to make criminals out of people just trying to live. And that's what's happening with this draconian mindset. These people out here trying to make us criminals just by trying to live. Is that fair for us? We got to be locked up, asking permission to go to places, waiting on lines to try to get in. By the time we get in, everything's sold out. Come on, guys. What's going on here?
Does he believe your governor and believe that he has the right to supersede the Constitution? Has he explained this to you?
I haven't personally spoken with Governor Ducey. I'm sure the man is doing what he feels is best. The concern I have is you're talking about guidelines that are coming from the CDC that are turned into executive orders, which are now being brought into law, and we're literally making it a crime to try and make a living, and that's something that I am not going to stand for.
The same CDC who's been getting their numbers wrong, their death rates wrong, same CDC who sent out the guidelines of how to treat everything, who's ended up killing everybody, doing everything wrong. Research germ theory. It might help you.
Why should rules that apply to Maricopa County, which is the most densely populated county in Arizona, apply to Mojave County, which is obviously not?
Well, that's a question that's been asked repeatedly. Every area is different based on geographical basis. Mojave County is a very rural county. We are very widespread, and a lot of our county borders up to California, Utah, and Nevada. We continue to see a large influx of people coming in, enjoying the summer, the activities that Arizona has to offer, specifically Mojave County, and yet we're telling our locals to stay in lockdown, and that if they leave their houses or if they dare go to work, there could be criminal repercussions. And the concern I have, Tucker, it's very clear. In my hometown, in Lake Havasu City, many businesses are open, while others are being told they can't, even if they choose, even if they elect to operate their.
Is that justice, liberty for all? Some businesses open, some not. Walmart, Target. But you can't go to the regular supermarket? Mom and pop shops?
Private business adhering to all the safety guidelines that are in place. No one's trying to downplay the COVID virus. We want everyone to be safe, but I think the American public is smart enough to make their own choices and decisions at this point.
There you have it, guys. This sheriff has a good brain on his head, and we need to think more like he does. Hopefully more law enforcement think like he does. Just like the other video I posted. We need more guys thinking like this. We cannot be making criminals for people just trying to live. That is not fair and unconstitutional. We have our rights, and we need to stand up for them.
And if you are taught how to observe, you cease to observe.